Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to make a very cute bralette top. And in this tutorial, I will be making mine in a size large, which is equivalent to a C cup. But I'm going to teach you how to customize this to fit whatever size you're making this for. And for this project, I'll be making use of a 4-ply milk cotton yarn and a 3mm hook. Now, let's get into the tutorial. So for this project, the first thing we would have to make is the bra cup. And I'll be teaching you guys how to take your measurements to get the perfect bra cup for whatever size you're making this for. Now, for the measurement that we're going to be needing, let's assume this is your boob area. Pardon my drawing. And this is where your areola and nipple is at. What you would have to do is to measure from under your bust to the middle here, and mine is 3.5 inches. So once you've gotten that measurement, you're going to measure the fullest part of your breast, which is usually in the middle. That's from the side of your boob, across your nipple, to the middle of your boob. And mine is 10 inches. Now once you've gotten these two measurements, we are going to work on the width of our bra cup. And how to do that is, you're going to take the full measurements. That's the measurement you took from here to here. Mine is 10 inches. And you're going to deduct 2 inches from that. And 10 minus 2 is 8 inches. This is going to be the width of my bra cup. While this 3.5 inches is going to be the length of my foundation chain. So once you've gotten your measurements, you're going to go ahead and make a slip knot. Like so. And once you've done that, we're going to make chains that measure up to the figure you got when you measured from under your bust to your nipple. And for me, that is 18 chains. So I've made a total of 18 chains, and this measures up to 3.5 inches. Now I'm going to hold on to this last chain that I made and chain up 4. Now yarn over, skip those 4 chains that you've made and make a double crochet into the 5th chain from your hook. Now you're going to make 1 double crochet in each of these chains till you get to the very last chain here. So I've made 1 double crochet in each chain, so I go to the very last chain, which is here, and in total I have 18 stitches because this chain 4 that we skipped at the beginning counts as a double crochet stitch. Yarn over and make 3 double crochet into the last chain. So once you've done that, chain 1, and into that same chain where we just placed the 3 double crochet stitch, you're going to place another 3 double crochet stitch. So once you've done that, we'll go back to placing one double crochet stitch into the remaining chains till we get to the very last stitch here. And make sure the number of stitches you have on this side is equal to the number of stitches you have on the other side as well. So I'm at the last stitch here, which is this chain 4 stitch that I told you counts as a double crochet. So we're going to yarn over and place one double crochet into the very first chain here of this chain 4 stitch. If you skip this part, you might end up with an uneven number of stitch on this side. So now in total, I have 21 double crochet on this side, 21 double crochet on this side, and a chain 1 space in the middle. I would advise that if it's hard for you to identify your chain 1 space here, you should place a stitch marker in it after you make it. Now for row 2, chain up 3, and this chain 3 counts as 1 double crochet. Turn your work, yarn over and make a double crochet into the next stitch here. You're going to skip this and make a double crochet right into here. So from here onwards, you make 1 double crochet in each of the stitches till you get to this chain 1 space. That's why I said if it's going to be difficult for you to identify the chain 1 space, place a stitch marker in it after you make it. So I'm at the last stitch here before my chain 1 space. I'm going to make 1 double crochet into this stitch. And now into the chain 1 space here, I don't know if you guys can see, I will place 2 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochet into that chain space. This is how it should look. Now we're going to go right into the next stitch, which is here, and make 1 double crochet. Now make 1 double crochet in each of the stitches till you get to the very last stitch, which is this starting chain over here. So I'm at my starting chain here, which is the last stitch for this row. I'm going to make 1 double crochet into the 3rd chain on top here. And that's it for row 2. So now we're going to repeat row 2 till we get the measurement for the width of our bra cup. And remember, I told you guys mine is 8 inches. So I'll repeat row 2 till here to here measures 8 inches. So I'm going to show you guys how to do row 2 one more time, and I would walk off camera. So for row 3, chain up 3, turn your work, and you're going to skip this first stitch here, go into the next with a double crochet. So you're going to make 1 double crochet in each of the stitches till you get to your chain 1 space. So I've worked till I got to my chain 1 space here. Now go into the chain space with 2 double crochet, chain 1, and into that same space make 2 double crochet. So once you're done with that, you're going to make 1 double crochet in each of the stitches till you get to the very last stitch here. Now into the chain 3 here, we're going to make 1 double crochet into the 3rd chain on top. And this is where I'm going to stop. I'll do my remaining rows off camera and come back and show you guys how many rows I did for mine. So I'm done with my bra cup. I did a total of 8 rows for my bra cup. Now we're going to work on the side border, and in doing this, in order to get the pattern at the bottom, we'll still need to do a little calculation. So if I should place my bra cup like this and I count my rows from here to here, I would have a total of 16 rows. What I mean is counting like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Or you can as well multiply the total number of rows that you did by 2. And once you've gotten that figure, you're going to deduct the total number you got from 21. So I got 16 rows here. I would do 21 minus 16, and that is 5. So I know that my border would be 5 rows. And to determine the number of stitches that would be working into on the side, divide your foundation chain by 2. So remember, I did a total of 18 chains for my foundation chain, excluding the 4 chains that I made extra. So 18 divided by 2 is 9. So I know I'm going to be working into 9 stitches on the side. If this is complicated for you, don't worry. As we work, you would understand. So for the side border, chain up 3 and turn your work. So you're going to skip this first stitch like you normally would, and remember that this chain 3 counts as 1 double crochet. And I'll go into the next stitch and make another double crochet. So I'm going to keep making double crochet in each of the stitches till I have a total of 9 stitches made. So I've made my 9 double crochet stitches for the border, and this is where the first calculation comes to play. The one I did, and I got 5 rows. So your own number of rows might differ from the number of rows that I'll be making for mine. So I already did 1 row. Now I'm going to go ahead and make 4 more rows. Chain up 3, turn your work, skip the very first stitch and make 1 double crochet into the remaining stitches. And now into the last stitch here, make a double crochet on top like normal. So just repeat row 2 of your border till you have total number of rows that you need to make for your bra cup. I'm done with mine. I did a total of 5 rows for my border, and I'm going to chain up 1 and cut. I'm done with 1 cup. Go ahead and make another cup exactly like this. Once you've made your 2 cups, the next thing we're going to do is to attach both cups together, and we're going to be doing that with a slip stitch. To attach both cups together, we're going to make a slip knot and attach your yarn into the last stitch here, into the last stitch of this other cup, and make a slip stitch. Chain up 1 and cut. This is how your bra cup should look like. Now we're going to go ahead and make the halter part of this top. Now to begin the halter part of the top, you're going to make a slip knot like we did for the bottom part. Then you're going to insert your hook into the chain 1 space of one of the cups, and you're going to yarn over and pull through like so. Once you've done that, go ahead and chain up 4. This is going to count as 1 double crochet, chain 1. Now turn your back up like this. We're going to be working along the sides. Note, we are working on the sides that doesn't have the border. We're working on this side. So yarn over, and we're going to skip 1 stitch, which is the stitch on this side, and go into the next stitch with a double crochet. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch, and go into the next stitch with a double crochet. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch, go into the next with a double crochet. I repeated my 1 double crochet, chain 1 stitch till I had 5 stitches remaining on this bra cup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So do not make a chain 1 after your last double crochet. Yarn over and skip 5 stitches on this side as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go into the 6th with a double crochet. Now chain up 1, skip 1 stitch, and go into the next with a double crochet. Chain up 1, skip 1 stitch, go into the next with a double crochet. Chain up 1, skip 1 stitch, go into the next with a double crochet. So you're going to repeat that till you get to your chain space on the side. Now I'll meet you guys when I'm done with mine. So I've made my 1 double crochet, chain 1 till I got to the chain 1 space here, and I placed 1 double crochet into that chain 1 space so that it looks like this other side. So for row 2, chain up 3 and turn your work. Now you're going to skip this because this counts as 1 double crochet, and go into this chain 1 space and make 1 double crochet. Now into the next stitch, make 1 double crochet, into the chain 1 space, make 1 double crochet, into the next stitch, make 1 double crochet, into the chain 1 space, make 1 double crochet. So you're going to repeat this till you get to the last chain space for this side of the bra cup. So I've worked till I got to the last chain space for this bra cup. I'm going to skip this chain space and the double crochet we made here. Then we're going to go over to the second bra cup. Skip this double crochet stitch and the chain one space and go right into the next stitch, which is this double crochet here, and make one double crochet. Now we're going to repeat what we did here for here as well. So into the next chain space, make one double crochet. Into the next stitch, make one double crochet. Into the next chain space, make one double crochet. So repeat that till you get to the very last stitch on this row. So I'm at the very last stitch for this side, which is the chain 4 that we made in the previous row. You're going to make one double crochet into that space and yarn over, make a double crochet into the third chain. And that's it for row 2. So for row 3, chain up 4 and turn your work. So you're going to skip this stitch here and the second stitch and go into the third with a double crochet. Now chain up 1, skip 1 stitch, go into the next with a double crochet. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch and go into the next with a double crochet. Now you're going to repeat this till you have 3 stitches remaining on this side of the bra cup. So I've worked till I have 2 stitches remaining on the side of the bra cup. So we're going to skip these 2 stitches here and move to the other side and skip 2 stitches as well. And we'll go right into the 3rd stitch on this side and make a double crochet, like so. Now chain up 1 and repeat what you did on this other side. Skip 1 stitch, go into the next and make a double crochet. So you're going to do that till you get to the very last stitch on this side. For row 4, chain up 4 and turn your work. And you're going to skip this stitch here and the chain 1 space, go into the next stitch with double crochet, chain up 1, skip the chain space and go into the next stitch with a double crochet. Chain 1, skip the chain space, go into the next stitch with a double crochet. So you're going to repeat this till you get to the very last chain space here. So I've worked till I got to my last chain space for the side. I'm going to skip this chain space, the double crochet stitch here, and skip the double crochet stitch on this side and the chain space. I'm going to the next stitch with a double crochet. Remember, do not make a chain 1 stitch before crossing over to the other side. Now chain 1 and into the next stitch make a double crochet. So just repeat what you did on this side till you get to the last stitch here. So I'm at the last stitch, which is this chain 4 stitch from the previous row. I'm going to skip the first chain and go into the next, which is the 3rd chain, and make a double crochet. Now from here we're going to be repeating rows 4, 2, 3, 4. This is how your top should look like after you've done your row repeat. Now chain up 1, and cut. So now we're going to work on the bottom part. For the bottom part of the top, you're going to attach your yarn at the side here, at the last row of your side border. So what I like to do is to insert my hook into the top here, and attach my yarn. Chain up 3. This 3 counts as 1 double crochet as usual. Then into this first row, I would make 1 double crochet. Now into the next row, I would make 2 double crochet. So in each row till we get to where we attached both cups together, we'll be making 2 double crochet in each of them. So now into the slip stitch that we made here, we're going to insert our hook into the tiny gap here and make a double crochet. So you're going to make 1 double crochet into the slip stitch, and we're going to continue what we did on this side for this other side as well, which is to make 2 double crochet in each row till we get to the very last row. I'm kind of trying to carry my loose ends as I walk so I can hide it. So now I'm at the last row for this side. I'm going to make 1 double crochet into the last row, and on top of this stitch here, I would make my last double crochet, just like we did for the other side. And now we're done with row 1 for the bottom part. Row 2, chain up 4, and turn your work. You're going to skip the stitch and go into the next stitch with a double crochet. Chain 1, and you skip 1 stitch, go into the next with a double crochet. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch, go into the next with a double crochet. Chain 1. So now repeat this till you get to the end of the row. I've worked till I have 1 stitch remaining. I'm going to chain up 1 and make a double crochet into the top of my last stitch, which is this chain 3 here. That's it for row 2. For row 3, chain up 3 and turn your work. Now you're going to skip this first stitch here and go into the chain space with a double crochet. Now you're going to skip this stitch here and go into the chain space with 2 double crochet. Skip the next stitch, go into the chain space with 2 double crochet. Skip the next stitch and go into the chain space with 2 double crochet. Repeat this pattern till you get to the end of the row. So I'm at the last chain space here. I'm going to make 1 double crochet into the space and a double crochet in the 3rd chain of the starting chain. And that's it for row 3. So you're going to chain up 1 and cut. Now you're going to start the fan pattern for this top. So now you're going to attach your yarn to the other side of the top, not the side that you just fastened off. You're going to attach here. Attach your yarn on top of your starting chain here. And chain 3. Now into the next stitch, make 1 double crochet and skip 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Go into the 4th with a double crochet, chain up 2, and into that same stitch make a double crochet. Now you're going to skip 3 stitches again and go into the 4th with a double crochet, chain 2, into that same stitch make a double crochet. Now skip 3 stitches and go into the 4th with a double crochet, chain 2, and into that same stitch make a double crochet. You're going to repeat this pattern till you get to the end of the row. So I repeated the pattern till I have 4 stitches remaining. So I'm just going to skip the next 2 stitches and go into the 3rd with a double crochet, and into the very last stitch I would make a double crochet. That's it for row 4. For row 5, chain up 3, turn your work, and you're going to make a double crochet to the next stitch, which is here, and chain up 2, make a single crochet into the chain space here, chain up 4, and make a single crochet into the next chain space, chain up 4, make a single crochet into the next chain space, chain up 4, and make a single crochet into the next chain space. So you're going to repeat this so I worked till I got to my last chain 4 space. Now I'm going to skip this and chain up 2, then go into the next double crochet stitch with a double crochet, and into the 3rd chain of the last stitch here I would make a double crochet, and that's it for row 5. Now we would need to identify where we would want to place the fan stitch at. You can do this in 2 ways. You can either count the number of 4 chain spaces that you have on your last row to identify the middle. So I have a total of 19 chain spaces made here. So the middle chain is the 10th one, which is this. Or you can just simply eyeball it from the middle stitch here. That's the stitch you made into the slip stitch. And you'll still get the middle chain space. Once you've done that, place your stitch marker So now you're going to skip 4 chain spaces from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And into the 5th here, insert your stitch marker. So we'll do the same thing for this other side as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. And into the 5th, which is here, insert your stitch marker. For row 6, you're going to chain up 3 and turn your work. Into the next stitch, make a double crochet. Chain up 3. So you're going to skip this chain space here and go into the chain 4 space and make a single crochet. Chain up 4 and into the next chain space, make a single crochet. Chain up 4. Into the next chain space, make a single crochet. Chain up 4. Into the next chain space, that's the space before where you placed your stitch marker, make a single crochet. Chain up 1. Now remove your stitch marker and into this chain space we're going to make 8 double crochet. Once you've done that, chain up 1 and into the next chain space, make a single crochet. Chain up 4. Into the next chain space, make a single crochet. Chain up 4. Into the next chain space, make a single crochet. Chain up 4. And into the next chain space, the space before your stitch marker, make a single crochet and chain up 1. Now you're going to remove your stitch marker and repeat what you did here. Make 8 double crochet into the next chain space. So once you're done with this, chain up 1 and into the next chain space you're going to make a single crochet. Chain up 4. Into the next chain space, make a single crochet. Chain up 4. Into the next chain space, make a single crochet. Chain up 4. Into the next chain space, make a single crochet and chain up 1. Now we are at the last stitch we placed our stitch marker. Insert your stitch marker and make 8 double crochet into that stitch. So once you've done that, you're going to chain up 1 and go into the next chain space with a single crochet. Chain up 4. Into the next chain space, make a single crochet. Chain up 4. Into the next chain space, make a single crochet. Chain up 4. And into the last chain 4 space here, you're going to make a single crochet, chain 3, and we'll skip to the second double crochet stitch here and make 1 double crochet, and into the last stitch, that's a chain 3 stitch here, you're going to make 1 double crochet. And that's it for row 6. For row 7, chain up 3 and turn your work. We are going to make 1 double crochet into the next stitch here. Chain up 4, skip this chain space here and go into this chain space. Chain up 4, go into the next chain space with a single crochet, chain up 4, and go into the next chain space here with a single crochet. Now chain up 1, you're going to skip this single crochet and chain 1 space here and go directly into the first double crochet for this little shell that we made here, and place 2 double crochet into the first double crochet. Now in the next 6 stitches, you're going to place 1 double crochet in each of them. This is how it should look like. You should have 1 double crochet remaining. So go into that double crochet stitch with 2 double crochet. Now chain up 1, skip this chain 1 stitch here and go into the next chain space with a single crochet. Chain up 4, go into the next chain space with a single crochet, chain up 4, go into the next chain space with a single crochet. Now chain up 1 and into the very first double crochet here, we're just repeating what we did here, make 2 double crochet. Now into the next 6 stitches, make 1 double crochet in each of them. And into the last double crochet stitch here, make 2 double crochet. So repeat what we did from here to here one more time, from this place to the next shell stitch. So now chain up 1 and you're going to skip this chain 1 and the single crochet, go into the next chain space with a single crochet, chain up 4 and into the next chain space, make a single crochet, chain up 4, into the next chain space here, make a single crochet, chain up 4 again, and we're going to skip this chain space here and go directly into the second double crochet, now into the last stitch here, we're going to make a single crochet. That's it for row 7. Now for row 8, chain up 3 and into the next stitch, make 1 double crochet, then chain up 5. We are going to skip this chain space here and go into the next chain space. Make a single crochet, chain up 4, and into the next chain space here, you're going to make 1 single crochet, chain 1, and we're going to skip this single crochet stitch and chain 1 here and go directly into the first double crochet stitch. Make 1 double crochet into that stitch, chain up 1, into the next stitch, make 1 double crochet, chain up 1, into the next stitch, make 1 double crochet, chain up 1. So repeat this till you get to the last double crochet. You should have a total of 10 double crochet, chain 1 stitches made. Now chain up 1 and skip this chain 1 and single crochet like we've been doing. Go directly into the chain space and make a single crochet. Chain up 4 and into the next chain space, make a single crochet. Chain up 1 and repeat what we did here for here. So make 1 double crochet into the very first double crochet stitch, chain up 1 double crochet into the next stitch, chain up 1. Repeat that till you get to the very last double crochet here. So you're going to repeat what you did from here to here one more time. Now chain up 1. So you're going to skip this chain 1 space here and single crochet stitch and go into the next chain space with a single crochet, chain up 4 and into the next chain space, make a single crochet, chain up 5, into the double crochet stitch here would make 1 double crochet, and into the last stitch make a double crochet like we've been doing. For row 9, chain up 3, turn your work and into the next double crochet make 1 double crochet, chain up 6, you're going to skip this chain space here and go into the next with a single crochet, chain up 1 and into the very first double crochet stitch here you're going to make a double crochet. Once you've done this, we'll go ahead and make a picot stitch. Chain up 2 and insert your hook into the side here. Yarn over, pull through, then yarn over, pull through. And that's how you make a picot stitch. So now you're going to yarn over, skip this chain space here and go directly into the double crochet stitch and make a double crochet. And the picot stitch, chain up 2, insert your hook into the sides like this, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now skip the next chain, go into the double crochet stitch, make a double crochet and picot stitch. So repeat that till you get to the last double crochet for the shell. So I repeated mine till I got to the last double crochet stitch here for this particular shell or fan. Now into the last double crochet stitch, make 1 double crochet without the picot stitch. This is how it should look like. Chain 1, skip this chain and single crochet stitch and go into the next chain space with a single crochet. Chain 1 and you're going to repeat what you did here for this second shell stitch. So when you're done, chain up one and skip this and this, going to the next chain space with a single crochet, chain up one, and you're going to repeat what you did here for the side as well. So now chain up one, skip this and this, go directly into the chain space and make a single crochet. Then chain up 6. We're going to make 1 double crochet into the double crochet stitch here, and into the last stitch make a double crochet. So that was it for the bottom part of the top. This is already looking very pretty. So we have to go ahead and kind of work on the side border of our top. So to do that, chain up one, and you're going to turn your work to the side like this. And into the very first row, make 2 single crochet. So you're going to make 2 single crochet in each of the rows till you get to the very first row of the bottom part of the top, which is here. So now I'm at the side border that we made here. So we're going to go straight in and make 1 single crochet into the stitches on the side here. So in the next stitch, make 1 single crochet, and in the next single crochet, so when you're done with that, you're going to turn your work like this, and we'll try to work on the sides. So into the very first row here, make 2 single crochet. Now we're going to make 2 single crochet into each of the rows on the side till you get to the main body of the work, which is your back up. After doing that, you're going to make 1 single crochet into the next double crochet stitch, not the stitch you made your last double crochet for your border. You're going to skip that stitch and go into the next here and make a single crochet. So make 1 single crochet along the sides till you get to the last single crochet stitch here for your cup. Now make 2 single crochet into the first row like this, and you make 2 single crochet along the sides of each row till you get to the very last row, which is here. Into this last row, you're going to place 2 more single crochet, and into the next stitch here, make 1 single crochet. In the chain space, make 1 single crochet. In the next stitch, 1 single crochet. In the chain space, make 1 single crochet. So this is how it looks. You're going to repeat this till you get to the last stitch here. So now you're going to repeat what you did on this side of your top for this side as well. So into the first row here, make 2 single crochet. In the next, 2 single crochet. So you can go back to this side for reference on how to make this other side. So I'm done with the other side of my top. So now I'm going to chain upon and cut. So what we're going to do now is to make the straps for the top. So remember we made 2 single crochet here, then we made 2 extra single crochet for the top. So I'm going to insert my hook into the 3rd single crochet that I made here and attach my yarn. So you can hold on to both of the loose end and the yarn to kind of secure and make your chains. So you're going to make chains long enough to wrap around your neck. Now if you want your strap sticker, you can make an I-cut stitch instead, or you double your yarn to make this sticker. So just chain as much chains that you feel will wrap around your neck. So once you've made your desired number of chains, chain upon and cut. So you're going to do the same thing over here as well. Skip the 2 stitches you made for the side and insert your hook into the nest, which is the 3rd single crochet here, and make your straps. So after making both of your straps, you're going to go ahead and make a very long chain that you would pass into the sides of your top. So this is mine. When you wear your top, you can determine where you would love to strap. So you're basically going to be needing this extra strap to lace your top at the back. So I'm going to finish lacing up my top when I wear it, and we've come to the end of the tutorial. This is how the bralette looks like. Go ahead and hide your loose end, and I want to say thank you for watching to this point. If you ever make this top, I would love to see pictures, so you can send me pictures of your work through any of my social media platforms. I would really love that. It always makes my day. And please, if you are not subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for now. Bye. See you guys in another tutorial soon.